shelter. It's about 1:45 this afternoon here in Southern California. Still pretty cold out here in the shop. I'm jealous of all you guys that have heated spaces to work. This is just going to be, hopefully this is going to be a fairly short video. I'm going to try to watch the clock here and don't make it too long. I'm taking about 20 thousandths off the diameter on a piece of cast iron rod. It was a piece that I'd used before for a sample quill. So the length of cut there is almost 5 inches. Of course, the new tailstock isn't nearly completed, but I came out in the shop this morning and drilled and placed the lockdown piece. So now I can lock the quill. So I just locked the quill and put the live center in there and went to town here. Somehow it's dead on. I made one pass already and it's dead on from end to end. So I got lucky. Let me put it that way. So this is just an update to the last 3 videos, I guess, and I'll probably make one more with the finished product. I'm still waiting for the lead screw to show up here. McMaster usually ships from their local warehouse, but for some reason this time they shipped it from back east on a UPS truck, so it's taking a week to get here. It'll be here on Tuesday, they say, so I can move ahead on the rear of the tailstock, which will be a cap piece on there and maybe a thrust bearing. I may have one laying around here that I can use, and I may also, I'm going to have to see if I can find maybe a nice cast iron hand wheel around here or something. Anyway, I need to finish the back part of it and get some proper handles on the lockdown. Right now I just have a nut on there, so I have to make a proper handle for that, and also for the base. I just have the little thumb screw that was off the old Taig carriage I'm using for a locking screw, and so I need a proper lever on that too. But anyway, the tailstock itself seems to be working just fine, and so let me see. I think that's about all I was, planning on telling you. The Morse taper, the MT1 Morse taper in the quill came out absolutely perfect. I got a through hole in the quill now, so I can get the center out of there, but it's in there tight. Believe me, it fits perfectly. So those cutters that I purchased very cheaply, they worked absolutely fantastic. Of course, we're dealing with cast iron here, which is not really tough stuff, so I'd be a little apprehensive trying to use them with a piece of aluminum, which you'd probably never do, and a piece of steel might be a little bit of a tough grind there, but it was just like cutting butter on the cast iron, so that worked absolutely perfectly. I will make one remark. I may remake the spacer between the base and the main unit. I made a mistake on my drawing, and that ended up to be actually too low. And right now I have some shims underneath it, which are working just fine. I mean, I may leave it like that. I may make some permanent shims, or I may just remake the spacer. I was hoping it was going to end up a little high, and I would just, do a little scraping or something to get it where I wanted it. But anyway, it's going along just fine. That's kind of a heavy dog on the lathe, so that I'm running the lathe a little bit slow, but seems to be going along. Let me see here if I can zoom in on the tailstock and zoom in on the cut. Well, there's the cut, just going along. I'm not pushing it. The feed belt is in the middle position right now, and so it's feeding fairly slow. Actually, that'd probably be a nice finish on that piece of cast iron. Let me spin you over to the tailstock. So there's the tailstock, just to zoom out a little bit. And I finished up the base piece. So I have two dog point set screws in there, grub screws, and the one locking screw in the center. So that finishes that part up. The camera's not focused on the other end of it, but I got the jib in the main piece fitted in there, and the two set screws in the back, so that's working fairly nicely. So it looks like I'm getting towards the end of my cut here. So it's been probably a little bit less than 10 minutes. So I'm going to call off here, and we'll make another video towards the end of this project. So with that, let me come back over here on the cut, zoom out a little bit. So there it is, going along just straight. I think I better look after this thing. All right, I'll call off now. Talk to you later. Bye. Thanks for watching.